All right. Yo, what is good? It's your Hottake Duo here, and I'm B Ford.
And I'm Falcon Dotson. We're here to you with today our Hottake Duo NFL 2025 mock draft.
So, let's get started for this video, boys.
All right, you want to go first? You want to go with the first overall pick?
Yeah, first overall pick we have here is Titans. I could see the Raiders trading up to number one, but
in my personal opinion, I think Titans should trade back, get some capital. They're in a rough spot right now as an organization. If they trade back, they can get a lot of picks, maybe 2 first-rounders, a couple seconds, really build up that young core they already have going. And, this is a weaker quarterback draft class. They're terrible again next year. They kind of tank it. And next year, there's supposed to be better quarterbacks in here.
they could wait.
They could wait. You can always wait a year for your quarterback talent.
And there's a lot of talent in this year's draft, other than the quarterback position.
Agree.
But I'm just going to go off, and we're not going to include trades. I'm just going to go ahead and just Titans up first.
Just go for what it is.
Yeah, just what it is. This is our take, what it is. Titans at 1. Will Levis, he's their quarterback right now. He didn't really impress me this year.
No, he was, a lot of errant, rookie mistakes, sophomore mistakes. He's just kind of shit right now.
So, that's fine. That's fine, bro. It's podcast. So, I'm going to take Cam Ward at 1. He's obviously way better than Shadur. Prime time. Well, give me Shadur at 1. What's your take?
Titans, I think overall with this weak quarterback draft class, if they don't end up trading back, I think Abdul Carter is the best overall talent in this draft. I think he's the best edge rusher. You cannot – edge rushers are so important in today's league. That T.J. Watts, the Myles Garretts, you can't beg. Yeah, you have to have one of them. You have to have a game record of an edge rusher.
You got to.
And, Abdul Carter, he's one of them blue-chip edge rushing guys.
He's proven it.
Yeah. And, with the weaker quarterback draft class, as we've talked about, I got to go Abdul Carter number 1.
And see, that leads me right to our number 2 pick. I've got Carter at 2 going to the Browns to pair with Myles Garrett. Hopefully, that will make Myles Garrett stay because he wants more help on the defensive side. So, give me Carter at 2 with the Browns.
Okay, I like that pick. I don't have Abdul Carter available. I think Deshaun Watson, he's terrible, guys.
Terrible.
You can't do anything with him. I don't know if they're still trying to eat that contract, just kind of wait till it's over, then really get into it. I don't know what the front office plan is for Deshaun Watson. So I don't know if they want just a talented player like Travis Hunter or a quarterback such as Cam Ward. But for me, you got to get a nice young quarterback when you can. There's no guarantee they're up there next year, especially if Miles comes back, especially if they, we've seen them crack off 11 wins in recent years. Now, that was with Baker, but they have the talent. So I got to go Cam Ward to get the quarterback in the future.
And that brings us to number 3 with the New York Giants. Another team that has potential to be great, just
quarterback needs.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go old prime time Shadur Sanders at number 3. Although he's not the best quarterback we've seen in recent drafts, he's got the potential to be great.
Yeah.
So give me Shadur Sanders at number 3 to pair with, what's his name? Malik Neighbors.
I was about to say Brian Thomas for the Jaguars. I was about to sell that. I'm going to have to agree with B. Ford here. I think, some people have said they even have a second-round grade on Shadur. But we've seen, like last year's draft, people were trading into the top 10 to get their quarterback. So when your quarterback's there, you got to take him. Giants got to take Shadur.
Got to. Number 4, we got the New England Patriots. They need a receiver. You got Drake May. Great quarterback for the Patriots. So, you got McMillan left. You got Travis Hunter, dual threat. I think you take Travis Hunter at 4 to the New England Patriots.
I'm going to have to agree with B. Ford here again. A lot of people are asking if teams view Travis Hunter as a corner, as they want him as a primary corner, or primarily as a receiver.
Well, I heard he's going to give both positions a shot in the NFL.
if that's his decision, he can do it. But, you get into an organization where the head coach says you're sticking to this one spot. If I draft you, this is where you're playing. New England, I mean, they don't have Belichick anymore, but they could still be that stern organization.
They could.
So I think they take just an overall talented player and Travis Hunter at number 4.
Yep. And that wraps up number 4. So let's bring on to number 5 with the Jaguars. Well, honestly,
this is where the draft opens up.
It opens up big right here. I mean, you can really go anyone from here on out from anywhere from here to 15. So I'm going to have to go. I mean, they don't really need anybody on offense. I mean, they got Brian Thomas. You got Trevor Lawrence. He's starting to be better. Who's the running back again? Travis Etienne is their
and not a great running back, but a little five's a little strong for a running back, unless you believe in Genty.
Unless you believe in Genty, I mean, but like honestly,
do they have Tank Bigsby? Is that them? They got Tank Bigsby.
They do.
So nice young running back. They could build around.
But in this year's draft, I think taking a running back at 5 is just way too high. So, and when you got someone like Mason Graham. I'm just going to have to take Mason Graham at 5. I mean, he's one of the best D tackles I've seen in a while. So
you really blow up a game.
You really can.
This year's draft class is one of the strongest defensive line draft classes. You're going to see a lot of it in the first round, a lot of edge. Someone like Mason Graham early on. His teammate Kenneth Grant is probably a first rounder. He's probably up there. Michigan, great defensive year for them.
Great defensive year.
5, they got Trayvon Walker, the first overall pick the Jaguars do to help on the edge. There's no corner. There's no safety that can really help. They're secondary right now at number 5. So I do think if they end up drafting from here, it will be a D lineman. But they could go with Tyler Warren if they really love him as a prospect. I don't think that'll happen.
I just don't think he's going to them. I think the Jaguars need to build that defense.
They need that big guy. So I think they will take Mason Graham, but I would not be surprised at a Mike Green to get to the quarterback. So I will finalize Mason Graham to agree with B. Ford, but Mike Green could very easily go there as well.
Could easily go. Oh, on to number 6 with the Raiders here, which could end up trading up. But, we're going to stick here at 6.
One of those prime candidates for that Titans.
Yeah. It's a hard one right here. I mean, they drafted Brock Bowers last year. Phenomenal year by Brock Bowers.
Maybe the greatest tight end rookie season, right there with Kyle. Kyle had that great tight end rookie season, just fell off. But
he just broke more records.
Yeah.
But
no, Brock will not probably fall off. He'll probably keep his production.
He'll only get better.
Yeah.
So with the Raiders at 6, I mean they need a quarterback, but
weak quarterback class.
There just ain't no more good quarterbacks at 6.
Yeah.
I mean you're not taking another quarterback in this first round.
You're not reaching on a Jackson Dart. You're not reaching on somebody like that.
No. I mean, not getting me wrong, he is a good quarterback, but I just don't
not
think
a 6 overall pick quarterback.
No.
I got
so, I mean, with the Raiders, running back room's a little weak. I mean, they got some good receivers. One of the receivers, he had like 0 drops this year, which is crazy to me. So, I think the Raiders hold off on a quarterback, wait till next year, and they draft Ashton Genty.
Big pick. Their offensive side of the ball is pretty. I mean, both sides of the ball aren't the greatest.
You got Max Crosby over there.
They got Max Crosby on the DN, so I don't think they'll take DN. They have too many other needs. They're not going to take Tyler Warren. I know Terrion McClellan, the receiver out of Arizona. I know his stock fell a little recently, but I still think this dude could be a game-changing receiver if you develop him correctly.
With his size.
Yeah, with his size, you can't just throw him out there. Some of these guys need development. And I think McClellan is one of those guys, if you do it right, he's a top 8, top 5 receiver in the league for a few years to come. And I don't think you could pass him up at number 6 for the Raiders.
No, it could go either way there. So.
Yeah. Offensive skill talent. That's what they need.
They need offense. So we're going to wrap up number 6, move on to number 7 with the Jets. There's a lot of stuff wrong with the Jets coming up this season.
A lot.
But who's that versatile player from Penn State that can do it all? Tyler Warren, who just got picked. Did you pick him?
I haven't picked him yet.
You haven't picked him yet. So Tyler Warren, I got him going to the Jets.
I have to completely agree. They have so many weird needs. Their defense, they just look like a good team on paper, and then their product on the field isn't there. The owners are terrible.
They're a team that also needs a quarterback.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers just isn't doing it. You don't know where you're going to get that. You don't know where you're going to get that quarterback. So Tyler Warren could be that little safety blanket for the quarterback that will be there.
He could. So we're gonna stay with Tyler Warren here at 7 for both of us, which brings us on to number 8 with the Carolina Panthers. I'm gonna let you start this one off.
Let me start this one off. They have an offensive line need like I've never seen it. I know there's a lot of edge talent in this year's draft, but I think the Panthers just really need to protect Bryce Young.
And which he showed promising stuff. The last half of the season.
Absolutely. After he got benched for Andy Dalton, some lit under him.
Fire.
Lit a fire on him. Yeah, they got Chuba. They don't have the greatest receivers. If McClellan's still on the board here, I believe they take him. But, I think I have to go Will Campbell out of LSU to really strengthen Bryce Young's blind side. I think he can really protect Bryce Young. I think edge rushing talent is so great in this year's draft. I know they need it with Brian Burns being gone, but they could replace him with like a James Pierce or Mike Green. I think they take Will Campbell here.
I'm gonna have to go with Jalen Walker here at 8.
Yeah,
I mean, dude's a firecracker, and they need some defensive willpower. I mean, they're having close games throughout the season. Their offense they can do without an old lineman here. I mean, in my opinion, I think they need someone on defense that's gonna help them win games and help the other team not to score. And I think Jalen Walker is that guy. He's going to disrupt the backfield. He's going to stop that run. And just give me Jalen Walker at 8.
I agree. All right, number 9, the Dirty Saints. I'm not the biggest fan of this team.
I ain't either.
They're in cap hell. A lot of things wrong with this team. Organizationally, the players, they're dirty. I just don't like them. I just don't like this team.
Not a fan.
I mean, what don't they need? Let's start off with that. I mean, they can draft anybody, and it'll help them. It'll help them. So, there's Mike Green and James Pierce on the board. I mean, you can really just flip a coin, and you're probably going to land on a decent side. Mike Green with 17 sacks, James Pierce, he can also help in the run game. So it's really just personal preference, but they'll probably end up taking James Pierce out of Tennessee.
I'm going to have to agree with him on that one. Mm-hmm. Give us James Pierce at number 9.
Okay. Then we can go to Chicago. They really need an offensive lineman at number 10. They're really weak.
Really need no lineman there.
No, their defense is okay. Montez Sweat, I'm not sure if he's good. Is he still going to be a Bear at the end of the season?
I
think so. So they might not take edge. They might take edge. It's up to them. But me personally, I'm 100% going all in on this O-line to protect my first overall blue chip prospect, Caleb Williams. And I'm taking the second best guy available, in my opinion, Kelvin Banks Jr. out of Texas. That's what I'm taking.
And he took Will Campbell for the Panthers. Give me Will Campbell for the Bears to protect Caleb Williams throwing that ball. I mean, he's a good quarterback. You can watch the film. He ain't having no time back there. He needs more time to throw the ball and get down the field. So give me Will Campbell at 10.
All right, let's get to San Fran. We're close. We're close. We're close to the end. San Francisco. I've been dreading this one. I don't really. I don't think they got a great D line. They got great. The defense overall is great. They could end up reaching on someone from the secondary.
They just traded Debo.
They just trade Debo, but Debo, they have so many offensive weapons. They just paid Ayuk. They got that dude out of Florida they drafted. They got George Kittle.
Juwan Jennings.
They got, Juwan Jennings. They got McCaffrey coming back. I just don't see them taking offense. They got to take somewhere on defense that they need. So I think, in my opinion, they probably trade out. They should trade out. But if they end up trying to reach on a secondary man, I think they take Malachi Starks for safety. Go along with that, the Troy Polamalu here. I forget. I don't know how to say his name. But I think that'd be a great duo for the 49ers.
And like you said, they got a lot of people well-rounded on the offensive side. So I'm going to have to go with that edge rusher, Mike Green. He showed a lot of stuff. 17 sacks in the Senior Bowl. raise his draft stock up a lot. So they just think. I mean, they don't really need anyone in this year's draft. I mean, you need someone, of course, but like they just they need to trade out. But give us Mike. Did I already say Mike Green? Is that what you said?
I haven't. I said Malachi Starks
But have
because
I
they.
said Mike Green at all?
I mean, maybe.
Where?
Let's go. Okay, you didn't say him.
Anyways,
I think you said him for the Panthers.
no, I said Jalen Walker.
You said Jalen Walker. You did.
Yeah.
Saints. You went. Who'd you go for the Saints?
Pierce. Then well, okay, yeah. Give me Mike Green.
Mike Green
For the 49ers.
Now we go to the Cowboys. A lot of needs here, you know.
O-line's taking a fall.
Yeah, they just lost the first ballot Hall of Famer. Why can't I think of his name? Zach Martin. They just lost. Unbelievable player. Truly deserved a ring. But I think they have so many needs other than O-line that they can kind of push back. You know, I have Mike Green kind of falling right now. And I think if Mike Green's available at number 12, the Cowboys will just snatch him up. So I think if Mike Green's available 100%, the Cowboys will take Mike Green. You never know with Jerry.
You never know. But I'm going to take Kelvin Banks Jr. at 12, the tackle from Texas. Great O-lineman. They need some protection. Just lost Zach Martin, like we said. So give me the Texas guy at 12.
Okay. We're going the Dolphins here. Dolphins really need that secondary help.
Really
you know, I feel like they're really wanting the Malachi Starks. You know, they got Javon Holland back there. They got Jalen. They got a good D-line, good young linebacking core. And Teron Armstead just took a huge pay cut. They got offensive skilled people. On paper, this team looks like a force.
They do.
They look like a force, but I think they still need some secondary help. So I think they can end up taking a corner or a safety. I think if Malachi Stark's available, they'll take him. But I think since that corner out of Texas, Jaheed Barron?
Something like that.
Yeah, I think he's a great player. You know, I went to the Arizona State versus Texas game. That game went a few overtimes. That was an amazing game. You know, and their secondary, it looked great. They couldn't really pass the ball downfield. But then again, Arizona State was just kind of running them over with Scatterbo. But Jaheed Barron is who I got the Miami Dolphins taking.
And I'm going to take – I haven't used Malachi Starks yet, so they need secondary help. So give me Malachi Starks for the Dolphins.
Okay.
Number 14 with the Colts.
Number 14 with the Colts, you know. They need D-line, and it's all strong. You know, their all-line's okay. Their offensive talent is okay. You know. Oh, man, this is a really difficult one, too.
I think they
really do need a D-line, you know. This could be a Mykel Williams type of situation. And Nick Scroton from Texas A&M, he could be there. Just so many guys. I mean, it's personal preference for these front offices, you know. So I think they take whoever they think's best available, which either be, you know,
Kenneth Grant.
But for sake of for someone getting someone's name in there, we'll go Mykel Williams.
And as a Falcons fan, I really want him.
Yeah, we don't want him taken. We don't want him taken.
At 14, we got to go in there. 10 the day off with the last pick that we're doing here. Number 15, our Dirty Birds.
Dirty Birds. You know, rise up. I mean, we really need an edge. This is 100% going to be an edge rushing talent right here.
Most people got Jalen
Walker.
But
he could 100% fall there.
He could, but he's a linebacker. You don't need a linebacker.
You know, there's always the possibility some of these guys fall, like the James Pierces. I don't think Mike Green will fall. He did have that trouble.
Any of those dudes that fall, we said it.
They're going.
Yeah. Falcons are going top edge, just like we said.
But I think if all those guys that I have said before are picked, I think we go Nick Scroton out of Texas A&M. I think he's a game wrecker. I think he can really get to the quarterback when need be. Is he the one that had an excellent, really athletic combine? There was the Texas, I forget which one. It was Sherman Stewart.
I saw Landon Johnson from Arkansas have a really good combine.
Yeah, the bald guy.
Yeah.
But it was another one. You ever look it up? Well, it's fine. I think we either go Nick Scott or Shemay Stewart. One of the edge talents out of Texas A&M. I think they're both game records. I think they can both really help the Falcons organization.
I don't disagree with him on that right there. We need an edge.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, that's going to wrap it up for the Hottake Duo's first video.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all. Hottake Duo out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was good as hell.